Hello there, folks. Hatme here, and I truly hope you guys are having a lovely day. We're playing 2v2. USSR team is Podrojnik and Swinsky Tapki, and my team is Germany. We're playing with Bupig as an ally. This is 2v2 in early war. I don't think I've ever shown early war in PvP. It's kind of special because, things are completely different. In late war, you have a lot of interesting tanks, a lot of interesting vehicles, artillery. Infantry has more variety. Here, it's quite a bit different. So this is battle zones. We have 5 flags to capture. There are 4 players. It's always the odd number. And I'm going to be focusing primarily on controlling the central point. So we're bringing a squad, and we are bringing some riflemen on the left. Yep, so I'm telling my ally to focus on the center. And I think our opponents are pre-made. I'm not sure if they're in voice chat or anything, but it will be nice for us to communicate. Yeah, this is where I'm going to bring my riflemen. The Soviets have the advantage, I think, in early to mid-war over Germany simply because their infantry is better. German infantry is very expensive. But we have our Ausklare, we have our scouts. They have 2 machine guns, essentially. So I'm going to split those squads. Yeah, just like that. So essentially we have 3 MGs controlling the point. Seems like Bupig is familiar with our opponents today. And I'm going to bring an additional MG team. We're keeping our MGs connected. Yeah, those squads are quite expensive for the Germans. We cannot field a lot of them, so I'm just buying individual riflemen and positioning them on the left flank. The thing is that they're not gonna stop like a proper charge or, proper attack, but I'm gonna be able to delay them a little bit, and also I'm gonna be able to see them when they come. I decided not to go over the river and contest that point on the extreme left flank. I was more concerned of capturing the central position. And now we have a really good hold on it because we have like 4 machine gunners there. We're urging our ally to do something. As you can tell, he's like completely losing focus on where his troops should be. He should take the point and then establish a proper river defense, riverbank defense. That would be an armor car coming in. And at this point, I would say that my opponent realized that he's not going to be able to push only with infantry because I have a lot of firepower. So he's going to bring an armor car, hoping that this armor car will make a difference. But this armor car is not supported with any sort of infantry attack. This is where you need to push. I'm just going to use my my smoke grenades. There is some heavy fighting on the right flank, but I'm currently focused on controlling the center. Here comes our anti-tank rifle. You do not get access to Panzerschreck and Panzerfausts in early war. Not even in mid-war. It's a bit of an issue for Germans. So the best option would be anti-tank rifle or rifle grenadier. Yeah, it seems like I don't really know what got it. I think my ally got it somehow. We're gonna use some proper hand grenades. Try to clear those guys up. Yep. And now we're just gonna ensure that we cannot fix it. Gonna hit the engine and just run away. Seems like we lost our machine gunner, so let's pick up his equipment. And we should be good to go. We can hear the gong, so that means we can bring some special colons if we want. This is Gross Deutschland. And I'm pinging to my ally. Let's just expand. Okay, you captured it, but you need to expand. You need to set up proper lines so he cannot flank you. It seems like they have a Dushka set up over there. Across the river. But that should not stop you from, you know, actually doing something about it. So here we only have a single machine gun, which is pretty interesting for the Germans. Their squads usually have 2 machine guns, especially the more expensive ones. But I'm picking up 2 assistants, or ammo bearer and assistant, and we're gonna dig them specifically as a team. And then everybody else can go, you know, do something else. We can spread them out. If you are on the opponent's side, at this point, you made a big mistake for not really pushing aggressively early on. And now you gave me the initiative. I'm controlling the point, and it will be very difficult for him to kind of, you know, set a foothold on the point. He can do it, but I just have way too many machine guns. We probably have 5 machine guns at this point. And that's really, really not easy to kill. He is bringing, for some reason, that's a 45mm support gun. Or anti-tank gun, pardon me. And I don't understand this decision because you need something that's anti-infantry at this point. If you want to retake the position, you're going to need like a very, very good push with infantry. Maybe buying 2 squads, then something that's anti-infantry. It can be support gun like 76. It can be, I don't know, some kind of tank. You can bring a truck with Dushka or quad Maxim. I'm not sure if they probably exist in early war. I don't really know. I don't play early war that much. And then, like, combine those. Like, put pressure on my guys and then bring 2 infantry squads. And this is where my ally goes into a bombing run. I compliment him, and he kind of missed. I think that he wanted to predict it, you know? That he's gonna run away, try to run away. But, no. So it's kind of embarrassing, but okay. Like, it's not like it did not happen to me a few times. So it's all good in sports. Like, it's okay. Happens all the time. So because I see that I'm getting shot, but they have 45mm, I'm just gonna make my guys go prone. We're gonna press control. And, this is where 3.7 goes against 45. We're gonna see who's gonna win, and I feel like, our 3.7 won. We brought some additional ammo. We brought some additional ammo because our guys are starting to run out. Especially those Ausklaren, those scouts. They do not come with a lot. We're gonna get that MG. You also get extra medic kits, if you guys didn't know. We are bringing a sniper, because I was afraid that the enemy will bring sniper in this type of stalemate situation, but for some reason, they didn't. We're gonna make a squad out of those Gross Deutschland guys, because they have machine gun, as we said before. everyone who's running out of ammo, we're gonna bring back to resupply, and then we're gonna bring them forward. Our sniper is in a decent position, slightly out of range for some targets, but should be okay. He's in the bush. He's not the first guy that the enemy will automatically target, then we should be okay. Yeah, just contesting this with infantry would be very, very hard at this point. As you can tell, our machine gunners are really, really controlling it and pushing back the enemy. And my ally is, again, struggling. So I'm advising him to bring more infantry. You really want to just push this side and then set a proper defense around the river or creek. Yeah, I'm trying to explain that that would help. Literally would, but I cannot buy any infantry. I cannot buy a proper squad. And I need to have some flexibility in case, you know, my opponent does something. You know, he can bring a tank or something. I need to be able to counter it to have some population capacity. And this is what you always want to, you know, put pressure on the enemy early, because now I'm dictating the tempo. He is bringing T-27. It's more of a meme than anything else, I think. So I'm going to bring my Panzerbuchse anti-tank rifle. Not much is happening on our side of the flank, or like essentially central left. They brought Su-26. Interesting. And managed to destroy Pack 36. Again, if he's gonna bring this, he has to be more aggressive with his infantry. And use the tank for suppression. We're gonna fire with Panzerbuchse. Takes quite some time to reload. Between the bullets, but yeah, that thing really is not that good. So Panzerbuchse can destroy it. So we managed to destroy that thing. We have some guys again without ammo, and that needs to be fixed. What I said before is that, like, when you lose a position like this, it's way more difficult to retake it than just to, you know, contest it early on. And now he has to bring something, you know? If he brings, like, a heavier tank, I'm going to be able to bring anti-tank gun. If he brings a support gun, then, you know, I can bring my own, for example. And I can, like, counter him. So wherever he does, I can counter him. And that's not a good position to be in. Okay, this guy is getting patched up. We're gonna put him back into his position. And, yeah, kind of boring in the center. That Su-26 has a really good support gun. And if you're gonna bring that thing, it's probably expensive. I do not know the exact price, but you could probably buy like 2.5 squads of infantry for it. It's not only increasing your population cap, but you cannot allow it to sit there and do nothing. Now you need, like, this thing to be more aggressive, and you need, like, 2 squads to try to charge down the center and retake it. I was contemplating to buy Panzerjäger, but I'm like, I don't know. I was thinking what to get. With DP points, I don't know. I didn't see any interesting buys right now, so I was like, let's see what we can do. Enemy brought a mortar, and mortar is probably not the best option. Yes, it's far away, but I think it will be a better decision if he brought that mortar closer. Right now he's bringing like a supply crate over there, and he should have brought the mortar there as well, like to be more aggressive. The closer you are to the target, the better accuracy you get. But mortar is almost never a good choice, especially not in an open map like this. I feel like support gun is much better. Even though that mortar actually hit my machine gun and assistant got him killed. But the problem with mortar is that you're expending a lot of ammunition. So you need to buy like ammo for it, and it's not very accurate. So my ally is bringing Panzerjäger trying to destroy that thing, but it doesn't seem... Your opponent doesn't seem to notice that. Yeah, I'm trying to explain to my ally that like he would not have any issues if he's able to properly dig in. One huge thing to remember is that whenever you're charging over the water, your guys are much slower. They cannot really go prone. They can only kneel. They also cannot use smoke on water. Like, you can toss smoke in water, but it will not work, essentially. So by digging on the side of the river or the creek, you are giving an enemy like a very difficult... making them in a very difficult position, let's put it that way. So I was kind of getting bored of that mortar, and I was thinking of like what to bring. So I'm gonna bring... a supply truck is too expensive, so... I'm probably gonna go with something that can transport it. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a good option, but let's give it a try. And something is happening on the left. We see a light tank coming up. This T-30. We lost the MG operator. That autocannon is quite dangerous to my infantry. This is now where you need to push. If you're my opponent, like, this is what you really want to push. And I'm aiming, I'm shooting, and we get like kind of a ricochet, and I realize that I'm out of range. I apologize to my opponent. This is kind of a scammy tactics to shoot outside of your range. I think it's called far shooting, but I really didn't want to do that. I just like miscalculated the range. Probably if I was in range, I would pen that thing. But he was smart enough to fall back. And now I have another thing on my mind. We're gonna go after that that thing on the right flank. Yeah, probably for my ally that, again, he did not set up a proper defense across the river for some reason. We're very close to that thing, which put us in jeopardy, but because we are much smaller in profile, we can kind of get away with it. And not only are we gonna, you know, damage it, we're gonna destroy it, so it cannot be repaired. That's it. We are looking at that thing, so let's see if we can... Yep. It took it out. That was quite easy. And I see enemy infantry pushing, and I see that T-30, so I just like... I'm probably gonna have to defend my own point. I'm hoping that my ally can hold on its own. Still no special call-ins on my side. because I feel like I don't need them. And now there's a kind of a big push in the center, and there's a big push on the left flank. I'm gonna need some extra infantry. And I'm bringing this thing because I'm suspecting that enemy tank will push. I think that his idea was good, but his execution was not the best. Because remember, on the left flank, it's very, very close to my to our spawn point, so I can easily reinforce those points. We're gonna stop our infantry. And we're bringing some really, really high quality infantry on our left flank. And enemies bringing Cossacks. Yeah, those guys are not great units. So I see enemy tank. And I'm gonna try to reposition. We gotta press control. And this will allow us to rotate a bit faster. I miss. We're gonna keep direct control. We hit our guy, but you know, it doesn't matter because we managed to pen that thing. Yeah, that thing is on fire, essentially. For some reason, he brought that mortar to my guys. Like, he donated it. Probably is out of ammo because he didn't fire for quite some time. But he definitely made a mistake. As you can tell already that we are playing against the newer players. There is no high-level play here. But of course, we can always learn. I do not want to make guys look bad or anything. It's just, you know, that's completely okay to be new at the game. Or maybe new to multiplayer. Maybe they're not new to the game. It's a completely different beast if you're playing Conquest or single-player missions. And now you're playing this. That's way more difficult. What your opponent can actually think and react. It's much tougher to play. But now I realize that maybe I should countercharge because I have expensive infantry and probably not the best idea to just keep them sitting. As we said, we just destroyed his tank and we destroyed about 2 squads of enemy infantry, so might be the time to try to push. This is 76 field gun and they're bringing also 76, but I think this is a support gun. BT7 over there, so they're trying to, you know, counter or react to what we were bringing with some more armor and more support guns. My manpower point situation is not the best, but remember they have a bunch of DP call-ins that I did not call. Simply didn't feel the need to do so. And look at this. So this BT7 is coming very close to my infantry, unsupported. Probably trying to protect the point, but this is what happens. Like, never bring your tanks this close. You need some kind of infantry support. So I'm thinking of what to bring. I'm gonna bring those guys with flamethrower. Yeah, we're getting fired upon. But we're gonna prepare the nade and let's see if we can clean the guy up real quick. That is 76, giving us some trouble. But that's not a support gun. Okay, my ally is telling me, like, has an anti-tank in the back. Probably Panzerjäger. I didn't see what he brought, but it's fine. And now we're simply invading their territory. Because they did not put enough pressure on us, I feel confident that I'm going to be able to pull this off. And we're going to have this guy on the flank. We're going to prevent him from firing initially. I really hate when they just stand there and do nothing. But it seems like, pardon me, guys. It seems like enemies are bringing infantry. This is border militia. You can assume they're not the best. And they're kind of able to take this position back. A lot of our guys are either dead or out of ammo, which is a big problem. So I'm gonna, try to resupply them real quick. We're gonna try to spread our guys up a bit. Maybe push more towards the enemy and kind of endanger his flank. If he's gonna push towards the center, he's gonna have some serious issues. And they're capping it, but it's not like they're holding it by much, to be honest. I see another vehicle, another light tank coming in. We're gonna bring our pack T, but look at this. I get stuck. I hit the tree. Yeah, my allies was very, very nice. Very cooperative, very friendly. I simply couldn't click on that damn thing for some reason. But before I could do anything, Panzerbuchse took it out. So slowly but surely, we're gonna push our infantry. And just like that, this will be GG because, yeah, we're controlling like 4 points. What is interesting to remember would be essentially to bring as much infantry as you can. If you're playing 1v1, 2v2, even 3v3 early on, as much infantry as possible. Try to take control of big parts of the map if you can. If you're playing domination in particular, if you're playing battle zones, then focus on those battle flags. You have to take them. It's easier to take them first than to have to attack the enemy once they are taken. If you get in a disadvantageous situation like my enemy did early on, you have to like coordinate a massive assault, bring maybe a couple squads of infantry, bring something that's anti-infantry, pardon me, and then you can bring a sniper, for example, would be probably good on this map. Bring a support gun like 75 or 76 mil, depending on the nation. It can lob shells, can hit the infantry behind the cover. Or maybe something that's like a dushka or a machine gun, a flak would also be good. But you need